Still on the ravaging floods across Nigeria, in Imo State, former Inspector General of Police Mike Okorie has joined in the call for the federal government to immediately dredge River Niger and other adjoining rivers, this to solve the perennial flooding which has displaced many across the country. The former police chief, who made the call while visiting the flood-ravaged communities in Ohaji, Egbema and Oguta council areas, wants organizations and individuals to assist victims of the natural disasters. TVC News' Prince Uba has more.
The National Emergency Management Agency estimates that over 603 people were killed and over 2.5 million people were affected by the floods caused by the recent torrential rainfall this year. Nigeria is facing one of its worst flood disasters in history. So many states have been submerged by the ravaging waters, leaving many dead and homeless in need of aid. Oguta and Ohaji Egbema are two major oil-producing local government areas in Imo State. Despite this, over 1,500 families from both council areas are now displaced by the flood from Orash River, which has overflown its banks. The former Inspector General of Police, Mike Okorie, who is from the area, wants governments and multinational oil companies operating in the areas to immediately come to the aid of these victims displaced by the flood.
The dredging of the Niger and the Orash River and some lakes and rivers within this community is essential, because if you drain these distance, the water will be able to flow to the Atlantic Ocean.
Building of dams and dredging of River Niger and Orash have become expedient to avoid future occurrence. The traditional ruler of Egbema Kingdom wants federal government to bring lasting solution to this menace and call for urgent intervention.
The aftermath is what is more prominent, because both the yam seedlings, the cassava stems, the fish ponds, the buildings that are submerged. Because when you say you're getting palliative, will that palliative cover the buildings after the disaster?
Palliative does not end with rice, jerrycan, foam, and mats. Vegetable oil. Malaria, cholera, dysentery is prevalent right now. No medication.
People living in more than 50 communities in Oguta and Ohaji Egbema local council areas are displaced by the flood and their farmlands submerged. Prince Uba, TVC News, Egbema.